Hey guys, welcome to this month's team call because we haven't had one yet. Well, actually, it's just the beginning of the month, so it's okay. But I know we haven't had our past two because things have come up. So I'm really excited to get on team call with you guys tonight. It is March 8th, it's a Thursday. Just a few quick announcements before I get into the meat of the call. We're going to be talking about the Coach Online Office and kind of how to navigate it, how to read different reports, just because I feel like as a new coach or even like a veteran coach, there's some things in the coach office that are a little bit convoluted, and just like I want to break everything down for you guys so you know where to find it and really what to focus on, because I know sometimes when I go in there, I feel like there's so many things and I don't really know which ones to focus on. So I want to tell you guys like things you can kind of like not really focus on too much and things that you should really give a lot of attention to. So first things first, I just want to announce a few things. So what I want to do is, for those of you that really want to help with Elite, with our team being Elite, I want to run a once-a-month call, and I still have to talk to Alexis about this because we kind of want to do it around the same time. And like I'm going to do a poll to make sure like I'll find a day and a time that works best for you, and then we'll kind of go from there. And also, Alexis and I are working on a tracking sheet for you guys because I know you guys requested that. For those of you that want to help push for Elite, we're going to make a tracking sheet that we're going to be like collecting every week. So it like really keeps you on track, tells you exactly like what you need to do to help the team reach Elite, and it just like help you kind of push in your own business as well. Because let's be real, like the more you focus on your own business, like the more you're going to grow, and then in turn, like it just as a byproduct, it's going to help us as a team hit Elite. Another thing, as you guys know, is Daily Sunshine is on the spring break price promotion, so it's $99.95 as opposed to $130 because it's usually the same price as Shakeology. But they're doing a promotion on it, which is awesome. And for those of you that have kiddos, this is a really, really great time to start promoting Daily Sunshine. And even if you don't have kids, like I had Daily Sunshine for a really long time, like after lunch to prevent my sweet tooth craving. Because like after lunch, I don't know what it is, but like all I want is chocolate. And Daily Sunshine helped me so much because it was like a light snack, but also like chocolatey and sweet. So it really, really helps like with that afternoon craving. So even if you don't have kids, you could still promote this and like try it for yourself even, because now it's on sale, and see how it works for you and like really share your experience, because you never know who could really use, whether it be kids that could really use it or yourself or someone in a similar position like that has sweet tooth cravings right after lunch or dinner. So this is your chance to start talking about it if you haven't already. And then there's also the Coach Sampler Pack, which is out. I know Alexis talked about this a little bit, but I kind of want to just like reiterate this. So a Coach Sampler Pack is like all the supplements and just like all for you in one cute little bundle, and they come in sample packets too. So like if you want to either give them away, or if you want to sell them individually to say like, oh, you know, someone doesn't want to buy Shakeology up front, you'd be like, okay, like no worries, if you want, I could send you a sample kind of thing. So it's really, really beneficial because, I mean, I know for me at least, like I like to try samples of stuff before I actually commit to buying the entire month's worth or whatever it is. So this is really, really important. And also it's really great for you to get to try the products too, because then you could say how they've worked for you and like really share your experience. So within the sampler pack, it includes Whey Shakeology Sampler, the Vegan Shakeology Sampler, 10 packets of Energize, 10 packets of Hydrate, and then there's also the Beachbody Performance Trial Sampler, which has like Recover and a Recharge in there too, and a Daily Sunshine Sampler, which is cool. So it literally has like all the top supplements all in one cute little package, and I'm pretty sure it's like around $75. So this is so, so cool because I think it'll just give us all, because I'm going to be real with you guys, I've never tried Hydrate. And now that I'm getting a sampler pack, like I could try all these different things that I've never been able to try before without like purchasing the entire thing. So it's just a really, really great way to try them yourself, send samples to other people, free samples, or you can even charge for them like for a little sample of Shakeology, you can do like $5. So you can really earn your money back if you're afraid to spend the money on it yourself. Also, another quick thing is Summit prices are $155 right now, which is like huge because near the end, they're like closer to Summit, they get up to be like $300. So I can't believe that they still have this on sale, and it's on sale for the whole entire month of March. So I'm really, really excited about that. I know some of us have earned the Success Starter, so that's great. So you don't have to pay for it. But if you didn't, it's still on like a mega sale right now. So that's really awesome. And then if you're going to Summit, there is this thing called a success party, which is so much fun. I was there, I was definitely there last year, and I'm pretty sure I was there the year before it. So what you have to do, and the success party is so much fun. Like, you literally go, and it's just like Beachbody's chance to just spoil your run. Like, everything is all inclusive. Like, last year we went to, it was in New Orleans, and we went to this like amazing venue. I've never seen anything like this. It was like you're indoors, but everything looks like you're outside. Like, it's so, like, it was so crazy. It was like amazing. And they just, all the drinks you can want, all the food you can want, like dancing, entertainment, the DJs, like, it was just so cool. And there's like all these like giveaways and everything. And it's just so much fun. So if you haven't been to a summit or a success club party, it's definitely something to really strive for. And how you earn it is within the months of March and April, you have to hit Success Club 20 total. And you have to hit Success Club 5 in the month of March and April. And then you can, like, you know, Success Club 10 and 10 to hit that 20, or you can do like 5 and 15. So you can really split it up like however you want to, but 5 minimum each month, and then total 20 all around. Does that make sense? I like want to make sure. Okay. So that's amazing, and like, I'm so excited for this, and I know you guys can totally earn on the Success Club party. They're so much fun. And another thing, so I wanted to do some recognition. I am just doing this off the top of my head because I looked at it earlier today and I wrote it all out. Jenny is at Success Club 4, which is awesome. I'm at Success Club 4. Jamie is at Success Club 4. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure Stephanie is at 2. And if I'm missing anyone, I'm so sorry. I haven't looked at my coach online office. But that's like what I remember from earlier today. But congratulations, that's amazing. It's only the 8th. We have plenty of time. And as you guys know, I'm starting a challenge group running on this coming Monday on the 12th. So if you guys either want to help me run it or you want to add your challenges to it, feel free. I am more than happy to have your challenges or to have you help me run it, because let's be real, running a challenge on your own is pretty difficult, but totally doable. So if you guys wanted in on that, let me know, and I would be more than happy to have you. All right, now I'm going to get into the bulk of the call, and I'm going to share my screen with you so we can go through the Coach Online Office. Can you see the Coach Online Office here? Yeah, okay, I'm going to maximize it really quick. What about now? Is it taking up your whole screen? Yeah, okay, cool. Do you see yourselves or no? You do see yourself? Okay. So here is the lovely, and I am not on my own Coach Online Office because I wanted to show you like a blank slate, what it looks like. Because I feel like if I went into my own, like, you'd see like so many names, numbers, like, and it would just be a jumbled mess. So I just want to make sure this is clean. There's no one on this team. This is just an empty back office. So I could really show you the nitty-gritty of it and what you really have to focus on. So when you first enter your online office, all you have to go is to coach.teambeachbody.com. You can sign in with your username and password, and it brings you right here. So once you're here, this is like your dashboard. Really just a quick, easy look at what your team is doing. So, you know, you have your coach ID, your name. I mean, you don't need to pay attention to your username. Your paid rank is going to say either Coach, Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and then whatever star diamond. And then your qualification status is for, I'm pretty sure that might be for elite. I'm not sure. You don't need to pay attention to that. And then also like your current status, if you're active or inactive. So again, if you are inactive, that means that you are not getting something on HT, which means auto ship. And you honestly, like, you don't earn any volume as a coach if you're not active. So you always want to make sure that this says active and that this says active. This just shows your join date, and this is your Success Club qualification. So whenever Success Club points you're at, they'll show you right here. And if you qualify for Success Club 5, it'll say it there, or 10, it'll say it there. And then if you go down here, you'll see your business alerts, which are super important to pay attention to. So I check these every single day. If you aren't checking these every day, you should be. They're really, really great ways to track your business and like catch things that you wouldn't catch on like on a larger scale. So this will just show you new customer orders. So that means like anyone that orders anything from you. So like it could be a customer you've had for a while, but they ordered something new, it'll show up here. If you have new customers, it'll show up here. If you have a new personally sponsored coach, it'll show up here. If you have a new coach in your organization, it'll show up here. So that doesn't mean like technically your downline, but like your team's downline will show. A new recruits by your personally sponsored coaches. So if you have coaches and they recruit coaches, that'll show up there. And the personally sponsored coaches projected inactive. So this is really important to pay attention to. This one right here and this one right here are two really important ones to pay attention to, because you want to make sure that if someone's projected to be inactive, you let them know, because sometimes it might just be something as simple as like they got a new credit card and forgot to switch the credit card information, and then they're all of a sudden projected to be inactive when they're an active coach like working the business. So you really want to make sure that you're checking that if you have working coaches under you, just to make sure that they're staying active, and if they're not, at least you know why, and like you can discuss it and make sure that it's the best fit for them. Another thing is your personally sponsored coaches that have changed lifetime rank. So that means whenever one of my coaches changes rank, whether it be like coach to emerald, emerald to ruby, ruby to diamond, anything like that, it'll show up there. So that's like a really, really good thing to look at once you start building your team, so you can recognize your coaches for changing rank. And then this is when your personally sponsored coaches change paid rank. So that usually goes along with rank, because your rank kind of determines your team cycle bonus, and that determines how much you get paid. So, but I would, like I said, I'd really recommend paying attention to this, the projected to be inactive, and your new customers. Because if you have new customers, of course, you want to pay attention to them and make sure that you're giving them the help they need. Another thing too is when you hit emerald, you qualify for the lead program, which means when people sign up for Beachbody and they just don't have a coach, like say they saw an infomercial or something, and they sign up for Beachbody, they don't have a coach. So they are like, Beachbody sends you leads when you are emerald or above, which is amazing. And hitting Success Club, you have to be hitting Success Club to get the leads, because they're literally sending you free clients. So it's really important to know, like, to look at this. And if you have a new customer, it'll show you like X or such and such name and an email address. And what I do is when I see that I have a new customer that I didn't personally sign up, like Beachbody sent me, I will reach out to them via email, because that's all you really have is their email address. And I'll introduce myself, tell them that, you know, I'm your coach, and I'm here for you for whatever you need. And I'll kind of tell them like upcoming events. I have a sample email in the team page in the files. So if you want to kind of look at that, make it your own. So that way, whenever you get a new customer lead, you kind of have like a template that you could send them. And it's just a really great way to connect with more people. And this is the coach breaking news. I honestly, like, it sounds bad, but I don't really pay attention to this much, because I check into the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page every day, and that pretty much has all the same information that's in here. So like stuff I already even said to you, like, you know, the summit tickets special, the Success Club party, and I posted this already in the team page too, the Success Club prize, Daily Sunshine's on sale. Like, it pretty much has everything you need to know that's up and coming. But I honestly like a Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page to figure this all out, because that way I can share the information with you guys like super fast. Because there's a little share button, I can just share with the team page. This is featured content. I honestly, again, these are kind of the same announcements that are on the Coach 411 page as well as up here. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really don't pay attention to Coach breaking news and featured content, but it's there if you need it, and if you'd rather look at it that way, that's totally fine. I just personally prefer to check into the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page every day. Okay, so, and up here is like where you're really going to navigate. Oh, and something that's really helpful is there's a search function on this back office. On our last back office, there wasn't, so definitely take advantage of this. If you can't find something, search for it, because you'll come up with a lot of really great results. So here is the news. Again, you have the Coach Breaking News, which is down here. You have the National Wake Up Call, which you guys, if you aren't tuning into already, it's at 11 a.m. Eastern Time every single Monday, and it's always like a new coach or a trainer or someone like high up in the corporate ranks that talks to you about different topics that will really help you grow your business. So definitely set alarms on your calendar if you don't already have that. They're 11 o'clock a.m. at Eastern Time every Monday. And if you click on this, I don't know how fast my computer will go, but it gives you the call information, so like what phone number and what time. It tells you kind of like, and it gives you like the playback information too. So say you miss a National Wake Up Call, you can come in here and you can find the playback information. This was last week's, this was this week's. So you can kind of go back and see what you missed and see what the next one coming up is. There's a Coach Monthly. Again, I don't really pay attention to this. I already have all the information on Team Beachbody Coach 411. The March promotions, again, I will either tell you in the team page, or you can find them in the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. So I don't really pay too much attention to this, and honestly, all the information that you need to know, I'm going to tell you on the team page, so you don't really need to focus on it. All right, grow my business is I would say the second most important tab on here. So I was looking at this today, and I honestly didn't even know that this existed. I didn't ever use this because I've been doing things the old way. So in here, if you are running a challenge group by yourself, and say it's about one program, say you're doing an 80-day obsession challenge group, you can go to challenge group tools, and they literally give you, so this is for my challenge tracker of using the app. I know my team mainly uses Facebook, so this doesn't really apply, but you can totally use it. If you find that most of your clients don't have a Facebook, use the My Challenge Tracker app. It's super easy, super simple, and it's really organized, and I love it. And also, I would look at this, they give you sample challenge group invites. So if you don't know what to say on your posts, or when you're texting people about a challenge group coming up, it gives you a bunch of sample invites. I was like, oh my gosh, this is genius. I never knew that this existed. So cool. And they also give you, so what I was saying, the challenge group guides is they give you literally what to post. So what did I say, 80-day obsession? You can click on it. They give you what to post each day, which I find super, super helpful, because say you haven't done the program, we didn't do the program before 80-day obsession started, we're doing it as you go. So this literally breaks down everything you need for the post. There's videos in here, there's sample pictures, everything you need is in here for every single program. So if you're running a challenge group by yourself and you're I don't know what to post, come here for whatever program, because I'm promising you'll find what you need to know what to post. I just thought that was so, so amazing that they did that. Shareable media. So this is graphics and stuff. So collections of graphics, videos, and documents to share with your prospects, customers. So if you're looking for a video about PIO, you'll find it in there. So it's really just a bunch of tools to send your prospects to give them more information. Again, I always just go to YouTube and look up PIO infomercial or Insanity infomercial, and it kind of just comes up immediately. But if you want certain graphics or anything like that, there's shareable media. I don't really use it too much. I don't like to pay attention to it too much, but it's definitely really helpful if you need the content. Again, logos and images you don't really need. Gives you a bunch of the official. Maybe you can use it for your graphics and challenge groups and stuff, but I don't really see why you would need it too much. This is your website / profile. So again, we don't really use this because we have our Facebook pages, so you don't really need to pay attention to this. You can send an email to your customers and coaches, and you probably already have their email address in your personal email, so I wouldn't say pay attention to this too either. And share a cart, you guys all know how to use share a cart. Share a cart is how we get people started with whatever they want to get started with, and it's just a super user-friendly way to kind of set a client up without them having to do really any work. I personally love ShareCart, although I will admit it's been a little glitchy recently, but I know it's because it's new and it'll definitely get better with time, but I am just so thankful for ShareCart because in the past it was nowhere near this easy, and ShareCart has made everything so streamlined. So in here, I would really recommend paying attention to the coach or the challenge group tools if you are running your own challenge group and you need content, or if you just want to know more about a program and what to post. And ShareCart, because you should be using ShareCart to sign up potential clients or coaches. All right, monitor my business is the most important tab on here, and something you really need to get to know to make sure your business is moving forward and how you can track your business in the long run. So I know a lot of you are newer coaches. You don't really have too many people underneath you right now, or too many clients, too many coaches. But as you grow and grow, you're going to need to know how this works, so you can come in and monitor your business. Because, I mean, if you're going to be a serious business owner, you're not just going to be oh, cool, these people sound cool, and not even look at, tracking your business. Because you want to make sure you're always growing, So in here, and this is shown on your home page. Remember I showed you the personal customer orders and my customers. So Again, you can find that on your homepage. If you go back to the Coach Online office, it's right down here. So new customer orders and new customers. I guess those are new. And this will just show you your customers, all of your customers, and it'll show you your personal and customer orders, which is down there too. So this right here, your downline, is very important to get to know. So if you click on this, it'll show you your personally sponsored coaches. I'm going to click on it. It's not going to show anything because, like I said, it's a blank account. So here you would see all of your coaches listed out with their join date, first name, last name, coach ID, email, what leg they're on, your right or your left, strong or weak, whether they're a club member, paid rank, current success club points. So it literally gives you all of your coaches' information all in one spot, which I find super, super easy to use, because sometimes, like for example, when I need to run a success club report to figure out like where everyone's at with success club, I can easily just run a report, like select a filter, and maybe it's not this one, but it's really easy to use, and like you could just literally filter by it. So you just click it, and it's not going to because there's no one there, but you can just, it's like Excel. You can just filter by like the success club points. So it's a really, really great way to track your coaches. And your sponsorship drill down is what I use a lot, because that'll show me, again, like all my coaches, and it'll show my coaches' coaches. So like, say Brian, my fiance, he's like he's underneath me, but I also work his account, so I want to make sure I'm monitoring everyone on his account too. So there's like going to be like a little plus sign right next to his name, and it'll go like, and I can click on that, and then I can see everyone under him too. So it's a really beneficial way for you to see how all your coaches are doing with their coaches, kind of thing. So I think that's really beneficial. Again, if you're not like too far along in the business, you don't really have to worry about it right now. But once you start growing your business and your coaches start recruiting coaches, that's when you have to really focus on the sponsorship drill down. The graphical genealogy is going to show you kind of in a graphical way, which I find really helpful because I'm a very visual person. It shows you like where everyone is placed underneath you. So now this is Cynthia. She doesn't have any coaches, but I built her, like my team, which is also under her, so it's generating volume for her. So it'll show you like right now, there's no one underneath her. This is a blank space, and then all these are like blanks. But like I have built her downline. It's my downline, but like I signed her up, and then like all these other people underneath her. And then it keeps going down and down. So this is a really good way, if you're a visual person, to like see who's underneath you and like where they're placed. You never want to place on an inside leg. So that's just like, I know something you'll learn in the training, but you never place on an inside leg. You're always going to place on the outside leg. So either on your right or your left, depending on how you want to build your business. And this just shows you your full genealogy. Again, you're not going to really see much there. You don't really need to pay attention to that. I would say out of this downline, you're going to pay attention the most to sponsorship drill down and your preferred placement. So I kind of went over this last team call, but when you're signing up a coach, you want to make sure that they're placed correctly. So you want to set preferred placement. And if you have any questions about this is really important. This is how you build your business. You want to place your coaches strategically, depending on if they're going to work the business or not, to balance out your strong and your weak leg. And if that doesn't make sense, it's totally okay. We'll go through it at a later date. But you want to always ask me before you place someone, so I can tell you where to place them, and I can say like, oh, you should put them on your left leg, or you should put them on your right leg, and you could just literally click left or right. I don't know why that these have like first available. Don't do any of those. Just if I say left, do left, and if I say right, do right. So that way you set this before you sign up the person. So like, say I'm going to sign up a person named I don't know, Ruth. I want to make sure that, and she's a builder, I'm going to put her on my weak leg. So I'm going to make sure my weak leg is my left leg. So I'm going to make sure I do that and hit save. And that way when Ruth signs up, she's automatically placed on my left leg. So again, if you have any coaches sign up, make sure that you let me know so I can tell you where to place them. Because it is strategic, and I want to make sure that you guys are making them, maximizing your income. So make sure you do ask me about that before you place anyone. So this is the qualification. This is your Success Club qualification, your leadership ladder status. This is, I'm not going to go over leadership ladder. It's like another ranking system within Beachbody. We'll go through that in the 21-day coach training. So make sure to check out that video. There's the elite and premier qualification, which we're going for this year. So I'm keeping tabs on this elite and premier qualification. You guys don't have to worry about that. And the lead program qualification is what I told you about earlier. So you have to be an emerald or above and be hitting Success Club monthly to qualify for the lead program, which means Beachbody is just sending you people that signed up through an infomercial or something like that don't have a coach. So out of qualification, I would say you probably would have to focus on Success Club qualification, but as of now, but other than that, I wouldn't go crazy in there. And compensation is another huge one because, again, you want to be kind of tracking your income so you know how much you're making so you can set goals and just so you can keep everything organized too and like track your business. So I know we go over volume and team volume and carryover volume. So carryover volume means when you're emerald or above, you get team cycle bonuses, which means that your strong legs hitting 200 and your weak legs hitting 100. Every time that happens, with its cycles, and you get your bonus. So for emerald, let's say it's a $14 bonus every time that your strong leg hits 200 and your weak leg hits 100, it cycles. And that can happen numerous times within a cycle. So like, say it happens like 5 times. That's, I mean, I can't do math, but like $80 right there. Maybe a little less than that. $80 just in team cycle bonus. That's not including commissions or anything else. So your carryover volume literally means like, so for right now, my weak leg is very, it like outweighs my strong leg. So I have a lot of volume built up on my weak leg, but like my strong leg's at 0. So I have to make sure I'm constantly building my strong leg so I can team cycle bonus and like use up that volume on my weak leg. So that's what your carryover volume is. It just shows you like how much volume is on each leg and how much it can carry over. And then your earnings and commissions. So if you click on this is going to show you your retail commission. And if you ever have a question about like what each thing kind of stands for, you can hover over the question mark and it'll tell you what each number really is like applied to. So your retail commission is just what you get for selling a challenge pack or whatever you've sold, whether it be a supplement, a program, piece of equipment, anything like that. Your subscription commission. This is really important to get like to focus on later on because that's like when your clients renew like their Beachbody on demand for like another year. And I was talking to one of my at the retreat, one of the other coaches was there was saying that she was getting like between $300 and $500 a week just in subscription commission. So it can really add up. And like that's just the subscription commission, nothing else. So that can really add up. And like when you have a lot of people on BOD, like every year it's going to roll over and like eventually you're going to have people that are like starting their new year access every month. So it's like, I think it's going to be really, really awesome in the long run. You have to set it up every time you sign. Can you, let's see. Jamie, was that for the preferred placement? Yes. You have to set it up unless like you want to put them on the same leg, you don't have to. So like say the last person you left off on was you wanted to place them on your right leg and the next person you also wanted to place on your right leg, you don't have to change anything. It doesn't change. Like it only changes when you change it. Okay, so the team bonus is commissions earned by cycling team volume accumulated from your downline. So that's when you start building your team, you'll get a team bonus. It's nothing to do with really you, it's more of your team, and we can kind of go through that a little bit later. You don't really need to worry about that now. Matching bonus is super exciting because that's commissions earned by matching 5% and 10% of your personally sponsored coaches' team bonuses. So when your coaches are starting to earn bonuses, you start earning a little bit more too because they're doing really well. So this is like really exciting to see, like especially now with our team growing, like I see this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes me so happy because that means that my team is succeeding and my coaches are doing really well. So this is something you want to focus on a little bit later on, but also really, really important to know. So a fast start bonus is when you get people started immediately as a coach and like they weren't a customer first, you get a fast start bonus. So like that's a perk of signing up a coach immediately as opposed to like having them be a customer first and then switch over to a coach. So fast start bonuses are always a lot of fun. Again, those are kind of just like dependent upon how many coaches you recruit that week. Also, it's like fun. And then there's a fast start plus bonus, which I like didn't know existed until I hit it, and I was like, what the heck was that? It's when you sign up 5 new coaches in a 5-week span, and then you get like an automatic $100. Let's say that's for 5 coaches. Say you're like signed up like 10 coaches in a 5-week span. It's like an extra $200. So that's really fun. And then the total commissions just shows you like what you're making overall. It just adds all of these up. So this is really, really, really important to focus on, especially if you want to grow your business. And if you want to view previous weeks, you can just scroll down and you can see whatever week, or you can view all weeks. So you can really just like see how your income's growing, if it's not growing, if it's like fluctuating. So it's a really, really great way to track your business. So that's earnings and commissions. So again, you don't really need to focus on this right now, unless you're a Star Diamond, which I don't think any of you are. So it's you don't have to really focus on that. And then my EFT management is like your banking stuff. So if you want to change anything with your credit card, or you know where your direct deposits are going, you go to my EFT management. So out of all of this, I would say focus on sponsorship drill down. And like this, the preferred placement is more of a tool, but I'd focus on that, especially when you're signing up coaches. Again, ask me if you need help placing them. Out of this, I would say focus on Success Club qualification, but you guys already really know that. Either you're hitting Success Club 5 and above or 10 and above, and those are like the 2 levels of Success Club qualifications. And the compensation, you definitely want to focus on your earnings and commissions, and you also want to focus on carryover volume, because that, if you are an emerald or above, that is how you earn your bonuses. I just saw the chat pop up. Your screen. Okay, good. I'm glad you had it back. Okay, so now we're going to go to rewards and recognitions. So Success Club celebrates coaching. So this just shows you your Success Club, your elite, your premier status. So you guys don't really have to focus on any of this. And if you like really want, like I thought this was really cute. I didn't really know this existed until today when I was like poking around back here. But this shows you like Success Club recognition in like the entire company. So you can go in here and like see everyone's numbers and everything like that. I personally don't go in there because I am very competitive and I play the comparison game, so it's not healthy for me to go in there. But if you were really like driven by seeing other people like go crazy in there, like definitely you can check out the Success Club recognition. There's mirror recognition, rank recognition if anyone jumps ranks. That's also really cool. But again, like you should really be only focusing on your team and recognizing them. So, and like you'll see that in your back office. Like you don't need to go over here to see any of that. But if you want to check out how the rest of the team is doing, or the rest of the company is doing, by all means, help us celebrate and go and recognize them, because they deserve it. They're working hard and helping lots of people. So that's definitely a really cool place to go. But I honestly never check this tab. I'm trying to give you guys like a streamlined look in the back office. So again, really, really awesome to have here, and I really appreciate them having here, but you don't really need to focus on it to grow your business. Events. So this is really cool too. I didn't realize they had this, but there's upcoming events. So that might be like corporate events or anything like that. You can kind of see what's going on. There's Summit, which you guys all know happens once a year, so you can really figure out more information from there. There's Super Saturdays, which happen quarterly, and they're in your area. I usually post about Super Saturdays and the Summits in the team pages. So you don't really need to know about these. And like any big events, I'll definitely post in the team page. And qualifying events. So if you qualify for any like leadership events or anything like that, you'll find more information there. And if you do qualify for any of them, you'll definitely get like an email, so you don't have to like check this or anything like that. I honestly never really check the rewards and recognition tab or the events tab, because either I get everything from Team Beachbody Coach 411, or I give you guys all the information you need, so you don't really need to check these two tabs. Woo! Okay, so the training. This is a really, really awesome tab that they put in here that I'm so excited to put in. It's just like literally everything you need to be a successful coach. So there's getting started. So when you first get started as a coach, you can come and you could tell your coaches to do this. I mean, we have the team training with a 7-day quick start and a 21-day coach training, so they can really focus on that, because I think it's a lot better than this. But this is like, if you don't have that training available to you, use this. This is awesome. It tells you your coaches how to get started right as a coach. There's also business training on how to, create lists of potential customers, how to track their success, everything like that. So this is really cool too. But again, we have our own training, so you don't really need this. But really cool to poke around. You might learn something that we didn't cover. But we were pretty thorough with our training. But feel free to check it out. There's the product training, which I think this is really important. So out of all of these, I would recommend looking at this one. So if you say someone wants to do PIO, and you're like, well, I don't really know too much about PIO. Like, I've seen people do it. I know it's like a yoga Pilates thing, but I've never done it myself. You can click on product training, and you can go. So there's Shakeology product training, there's fitness programs product training, Beachbody on Demand product training, Shakeology Boost. So if you have any questions about any of these products, you can come in here and I'll tell you everything. So let's say I said PIO, so you can go. So you can go view more to fitness programs. So view more. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let's just do 80-day obsession because it's here. So you can go here and it'll give you the 80-day obsession product training guide, the challenge pack essentials, challenge pack, the reference guide, talking points, the FAQ for the program. It literally has everything you need in here for each program or each product for you to learn all about it. So when you're talking to potential clients or coaches, you can kind of give them the information they need. And again, if you don't have this, if you don't want to use this, it's okay, because we also have a lot of scripts going through each program. But if you find that we don't and you kind of want to learn more about it, back here is totally the way to go. There's so much great information back there that you can totally use. Team development, you want to start focusing on when you start building your team. But again, we do a lot of that already. You don't really need this. And personal development, you guys know that it's a vital behavior of the business. You should be doing it every day just to fill up your cup and to help others do the same. And then this is the training library. So it's a collection of all the training materials. So honestly, out of this training tab, all you really need to focus on, if you have questions, is the product training. Everything else we really cover in our own new coach training. But yeah, product training is awesome, especially when you're talking to a potential client or coach about a program or product that you've never really done yourself. Okay, and this is the support tab. I don't know if it's blocking you, but the forms and documents. If you need any forms and documents, it's like Beachbody of corporate. Like, oh, you need to fill out this form or document. You can go here and you can download it. There's helpful links to key sites, which I find really cool. I'm just gonna click on it really quick so you guys can see. So it just brings you to the Team Beachbody. So if you have BB links on your phone, this is the same thing. Team Beachbody Coach Link Generator. There's also shops, so you can see everything that Beachbody has to offer. The share cart, which you guys already know how to find that, and then My Challenge Tracker. If you guys are running a challenge group on My Challenge Tracker, brings you right there. So helpful links. Again, you don't really need to focus too much on that. The FAQ, I find the FAQ is really helpful. So guys, when you have questions, look at the FAQ for whatever topic it is. There's so much amazing information on the FAQs. Whenever I have a question, I always just look up the FAQ. I'll literally go to Google and search 80-day obsession FAQ, and it's the first one that comes up. So check out the FAQ if you have any questions about anything. It's super beneficial, and it's also you're being really resourceful too. So you're not waiting on your offline to respond to a text message when you can just go and look it up super quick. And then contact us is another really helpful link. This is something that I would say focus on in this support tab. So there's coach relations, and you can just talk to coach relations about any issues you're having. There's customer support. There's corporate coach development team and compliance. So if you have any questions about compliance, definitely check this out. And if you want to chat with let's see, so coach relations, if you want to chat with a representative online, you would hit coach relations, and then they have all these different topics that are usually hot topics. So whether it be customize Shakeology, manage your BOD membership, all these things, it'll give you kind of the answers to the most popular questions right here. But if you still have an issue, you could just go contact us, click it, and you fill out a quick little form saying who you are, and then it'll contact you via live chat with someone, so you can get your problem solved that way. So again, just to go kind of back here in the support tab, the one that I would say you use the most would probably be the contact us or the FAQ. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Do you guys find that helpful? I hope that like went through what you kind of really need to focus on and what you can really kind of ignore, because I know it can be noisy back there, and I want you to really just like get in there, get out, and like not be just like too absorbed by it. You know, just get the information you need and then just keep moving. So that being said, I am going to stop the recording.